All right, hello once again, Jeff Scott of Rankin Technical College, and as part of the Rankin Technical College AWD 1000 Web Development Technologies course, I've been going through and creating a series of video presentations based on the Mozilla Developer Network Learn Web Development series. So far, I've gone through the getting started with the web, the HTML structuring the web, the CSS styling the web, and the JavaScript dynamic client-side scripting, which brings us to here, web forms working with user data. And as you can see, we'll have two things in here: core forms, learning pathway, and advanced form articles. So, as it says, this module provides a series of articles to help you master the essentials of web forms, which are commonly used to collect data from users. All right. In the articles below, it says we'll cover all the essential aspects of web forms, including marking up their HTML structure, styling form controls, validating form data, and submitting data to the server. So we have already covered all of the stuff that they mentioned in here. And in these guides, as you can see right here, and in fact, let's do this. So there you can kind of see it, your first form, how to structure, etc. So in the first one here, we'll create a really simple form. I'm probably not going to use the form that they create. I'm not sure if I will or not. But after we've created our first form, as it says, we'll learn how to provide some structure and meaning and what the different parts of the form are about. From there, we'll go into the different form controls. We'll start off with the basic controls that you'll use on virtually any form. There have also been some new controls or newer controls that were added in HTML5, and we'll take a look at those as well. And then we'll end up taking a look at some of the other miscellaneous form controls that you can use as well. All right. From there, we'll go into styling web forms. And that involves, as you'd probably guess, adding some CSS to your forms to make them look pretty, etc. All right. Then some advanced form styling, when we'll take a look at some other things that you might want to, for instance, you might want to go and add CSS grid or flexbox or something else. From there, we'll go into the pseudo classes, which, as it says, they enable form controls to be targeted based on their current state. And then we'll talk about some form validation. And notice we'll start with client-side form validation. And there's different ways that you can format. We'll talk about several of these. Finally, we'll talk about what happens when the user actually submits a form. As it says there, where does the data go? How is it handled when you get there? Security concerns, etc. That's in this first part that you see right here. In the second part, as mentioned, there are some advanced form articles. All right. And as you can see, it's how to build custom form controls. All right, so it says, well, you might come across a case where there isn't a control that exactly does what you want it to do. So possibly you can go in and build your own. So we'll talk about that. Sending a form via custom JavaScript rather than standard form submission, and some CSS property compatibility for form controls. All right. So again, we're going to start by going through this overview, which is pretty much, I guess, that is what we've just done. So when I come back in just a couple minutes, we'll build our first form. All right. In fact, maybe I'll use the one that they have there and I'll just build it myself. It won't look very good just because of the fact that it will not have any styling really set across to it. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually copy this image and paste it right there, make it bigger so I've got plenty of there. And I will create this form to start out the next lecture. See you then.